Oh, and we are live. All right, so welcome back to the channel. My name is Abatan Sheriffdeen, and welcome back to Excel Island. So on this channel, basically what I have been doing so far is that I have been live streaming my learning journey using the resources on the Datacamp platform to upskill myself as a data analyst. So I've been doing that for the past 71 days. Today is day 71. Also, it has been really challenging so far. I've had burnout. My gadgets has developed faults. Sometimes I couldn't live stream due to some errors from using the OBS or software, but I just have to show up and be consistent with it. So today is day 71. I'm super excited. I've been able to achieve a consistent learning habit, and I've built a learning habit so far that I kind of enjoy doing this. So I'm on the data analyst in SQL career track. I'm on the chapter data driven decision making in SQL. If I go to the career track session on the Datacamp platform, so that is coming up. So under these career tracks, the data analyst in SQL career track, there are actually 11 courses in that career track, and the goal is to finish those 11 courses before the 100th day or on the 100th day. And so far so good. Today day 71. I've achieved 78% learning track in this current career track. You can see I am 78% through the track. 78, 71. So that means I'm on the right track. So after finishing and completing this data analysis in SQL career track and taking the certification also, so Datacamp has a certification on that SQL career track. My next goal is to take the Power BI data analysis Power BI career track also. And also I'll be live streaming the learning journey also. So you definitely want to subscribe to the channel right now and put on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever I go live. So I'll just go back and continue from where I stopped on day 70. So if you're looking to start your own freelancing business also, so I've been able to achieve this little bit of live streaming and been able to be able to upskill myself and just sit down and say I want to learn consistently for the past 70 days or 71 days. And that is due to the fact that I'm a freelancer. I'm a top rated plus freelancer on the Upwork platform. I've had major success on that platform, and that is due to the influence of a coach, a mentor who guided me how to become a successful freelancer. So his name is Benga DBE, and he currently has a course called the Freelance Client Magnet course. So and what this course does is that it teaches you how to also become a successful freelancer and build a successful freelancing business like this. I'll leave a link to the course in the YouTube description. Do make sure to check it out. Also, you can go to Twitter and search for Benga DBE. Let me quickly just go to Twitter and show you what Benga DBE looks like. If I go to the search bar here and type JB over there, you can see this in. So Benga DBE, you can check. He has over 21k followers, and you can check out his pinned tweets where he pinned a lot of testimonials from students whom he has coached, who have been successful in the freelancing business, either using Upwork, using Fiverr, using LinkedIn, or even using remote job websites. He's so good at it that it comes naturally and easy for him to coach people. I think he has over 5 years to 7 years experience as a freelancer before he started teaching someone. I think few years ago. I think I met him 2 or 3 years ago, and it has been an amazing journey with him so far. So check out the course. I'll leave a link to the course in the YouTube description. Make sure to check it out. So back to my learning journey. So basically the live stream is for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour. I don't want to push myself, stress myself, and have a burnout and try to learn for 1 hour, 2 hours. Even 1 hour is so much. The goal is to learn consistently and build up a learning habit to show up every day, probably rest a day, show up the next day, just to have that consistency with the learning. So I'll continue with this course in this career track, which is data driven decision making in SQL. So I'm on the chapter 3 of the career track. So each course in a career track has 4 chapters. You can see chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. Datacamp has been so consistent that each course has 4 chapters. I'm on the chapter 3 of this course. So I'll just continue from there and probably finish this section of the course today. So I'll continue from chapter 4 tomorrow, which is day 72. All right, so let's continue. Let me open this part of the slide. I also have to have this slide open on my second screen here, so it will be easy for me to follow the instructor. All right, so welcome back.
The exists function is another handy feature in SQL. It is a special case of a correlated nested query and allows us to check whether the result of a correlated nested query is empty or not. The exists function returns a Boolean value, which is either true or false. True is returned if the result for the correlated nested query has at least one row. That means it is not empty. False is returned if the query returns an empty table. When exists returns true, the corresponding row of the outer query is selected. Since the exists function only evaluates whether a nested query outputs any rows, it doesn't matter which columns are specified in the select component. So we can always simply...
I need to listen to that again.
The exists function is another handy feature in SQL. It is a special case of a correlated nested query and allows us to check whether the result of a correlated nested query is empty or not. The exists function returns a Boolean value, which is either true or false. True is returned if the result for the correlated nested query has at least one row. That means it is not empty. False is returned if the query returns an empty table. When exists returns true, the corresponding row of the outer query is selected. Since the exists function only evaluates whether a nested query outputs any rows, it doesn't matter which columns are specified in the select component. So we can always simply use select star for the subquery. Here we have an example of a query with the exists function. We are interested in a list of movies for which there exists at least one rating. A movie is excluded from the final result if the table in the inner query is empty. That is, if the number of rows for the results table from the inner query is 0. Let's have a look at the result for the inner query for a specific movie ID. Here we select all records from the table renting, where rating is not null and the movie ID is 11. This query returns an empty table. For the movie with ID 1, however, the table is not empty. Hence, the movie with ID 1 will be part of the result from the outer select statement, whereas the movie with ID 11 will be excluded. Here is the query with the exists function and the first two rows of the resulting movie with ID.
I want to listen to that one more time.
With the exists function. We are interested in a list of movies for which there exists at least one rating. A movie is excluded from the final result if the table in the inner query is empty. That is, if the number of rows for the results table from the inner query is 0. Let's have a look at the result for the inner query for a specific movie ID. Here we select all records from the table renting, where rating is not null and the movie ID is 11. This query returns an empty table. For the movie with ID 1, rating is not null and the movie ID is 11. This query returns an empty table.
Probably the rating, where rating is not null. And movie ID, probably we don't have a record of movie for movie ID 11. Probably, and the rating column is null for this movie ID. So it's a two-way stop. We don't have a record for a movie ID with 11, but the rating column is null for that movie ID. At least supposed to show the movie. So okay, we are even using and for the and clause to work, the two conditions must be met. That's why we're having an empty what? Empty result. Correct? Okay.
For the movie with ID 1, however, the table is not empty. Hence, the movie with ID 1 will be part of the result from the outer select statement.
Where rating is not null, so rating is not null, and the movie ID is 11. So the two conditions are met. So the rating column must not be null, and for this movie ID of 11. Okay.
Whereas the movie with ID 11 will be excluded. Here is the query with the exists function and the first two rows of the resulting table. The movie with ID 1 is part of the result, since it has at least one rating.
Okay.
The function not exists returns true if the table is empty, if no record exists in the inner query. The rows in the outer query are selected if not exists is true. We replace the exists in the previous query with not exists. With this query, we select those movies which don't have any ratings. We already know that the movie with ID 11 doesn't have any ratings. So for this movie, the resulting table from the inner query will be empty. The result of this correlated query with not exists function shows that the movie with ID 11, the movie Showtime, is the only one without any ratings. Now it's time for you to practice queries with exist functions.
Let's practice and see if we could nail this concept of exist, not exist. So customers with at least one rating. It says having active customers is a key performance indicator for movie night, which is probably true if you ever subscribe to Netflix. If people just don't subscribe again, they are not active customers. So it says make a list of customers who gave at least one rating. Select all record of movie rentals from customer ID from customer with ID 115. Select all record of movie rentals. Where we are going to the renting table for customer ID of 115. So definitely selecting all record. We're using select star there. Select star from renting. Where customer ID. And the customer ID is equal to 115. Let's see if this customer even gave any rating at all. So this customer ID didn't give any rating. As you can see, the rating column is null. Now select all records of movie rentals from customer ID and exclude record with no ratings. So this now want to select all records from this customer, all movie, right? Let all record of movie rentals from this customer. The movie rentals from this customer with ID 115 and exclude what? Exclude all records with null. So this record that we have here, we want to exclude it from the rating. You can see where rating is null, where rating is null, and customer ID is 115. So the record we're going to be getting now is where this customer didn't give any rating for those movie that was rented. If I run the code, Select all record of movie rentals from customer with ID 15 and exclude records with no ratings. So where rating is not null, I say exclude record with no rating. Where rating is not null and the customer is this. I'm still getting an error. Why? So the error in the code submitted is that you have written the AND keyword without specifying the condition it should be combined with. In SQL, AND keyword is used to combine multiple conditions in a where clause. This is correct now. And this is absolutely correct. Exclude those with no rating. This is absolutely correct. I don't know why it is giving me this error. You can see, so I got the first query correctly though. So I got that second query correctly. So where rating is not, I say exclude those with no rating. So let me run this code with this code. I want to see those records. Why is not returning any results? Where rating is not now and the customer ID there's no error. If I click on submit, it is accepted, but it's not showing me any results. Now select all record of movie rentals from the customer with ID 1, excluding no rating. Excluding no rating. So exclude no ratings. Then where rating exclude it. Where rating is not null and the customer ID is 1. Let's see the results. Let's see the query results. Why? Oh, and I didn't use the AND clause there. Why is my click on one code now? So I was using my keyboard shortcut to return the results. Now you can see the customer ID is 1 and the rating for this customer ID, they were rating for this movie 71 and movie 39. Let's submit that. Let's see. Now select all customers with at least 1 rating. Use the first letter of the table as an alias. So select all customers with at least 1 rating. So what we want to do now is we want to select all customers that have at least 1 rating. You want to say select star from customers, definitely from customers, right here. We are going to use exist there, but before we use exist, we need to understand the result of this inner query. So select star from rating as R, where rating is not null. So from this rating, we want to return all the records that is not null. If I run this query, just this little query here, let's see where rating is not null. Let's run that little query over there. I can see all our rating is not what? Is not null. Rating, you can see the record here that we have here. For this movie, we actually what? Rated by these customers. So from this little inner query here now, I want to say select star, I want to now get the customers that give at least 1 rating. We could use exist there. Where exist, so it says the exist clause is a special case of a correlated nested query. It is used to check if a result of a correlated nested query is empty. So the result here is not empty. You now say where exists is the result of this query. That is not null. You say as customers as C, then C dot customer ID here. Okay. I want to join the two tables together. C dot customer ID, and let's see what that will return. It's going to return all the customers that give at least one rating. And our rating from this customer table here, we do not have a rating column. So our rating column is actually in this renting table. We just connected these two tables using the customer ID, actually using a subquery there. Cool, that's cool. Where exists is not now based on this. So special, it returns true or false, true, not empty. Row of the outer query is selected, false, empty. Use Celesta. That's cool. And that should be correct. Boom. We nailed it. So let's continue. I think it's now getting more complex. Yep. We have actors in comedies. Let's solve this challenge. It says, in order to analyze the diversity of actors in comedies, first report a list of actors who play in comedies, and then number of actors for each nationality playing in comedies. That's two different things. It says, select the records from the table acts in of all actors who play in a comedy movie. Use the first letter of the table as an alias. So acts in, you want to know the acts in of a particular actor. So the acts in can be from the movies, yeah, because we have different genre. We have comedy, drama. So the movie acting here, the movie ID should be here. So the movie ID should be here. So we use the movie ID to connect to the acting table and the movies table. So let's select this one. Select the record from the table acting, or record definitely, of all actors who play in a comedy. Acting. That is definitely Celesta. From acting, I'll use an inner join. Definitely want to use an inner join there. I'm looking at the query from acting. Inner join actors. This is how to get the actors. It says use the first letter of the table as an alias. Let us actors as A. As A. On, where is the on clause? I say on AI dot actor ID equals to A dot actor ID, but our where clause is now where the genre of the movie. Ooh, hold up, I'm missing something. Comedy. So if I'm using comedy, I have to be using acting a movie. So my journey clause should be movie there. Yeah. But the table I want to join to should be movie. So mistake there. This definitely will be has to be movies. As this one definitely be let's see that. So these are the results of the actors who acted the movie. Let's submit that and see. Ooh, that's for a left join. So I'm supposed to read it. Select the record from the table acting of all actors who play in a comedy. Okay. Also use a left join there. Left join is going to return all the records from the acting. We are still having same number of record 30 30. Where okay as I didn't name the table very there. Let's run the code one more time. Say specify more than one. Oh, sorry. Let's also be acting as AC. Oh, why am I making a mistake there? AC. We are still even having 30 results, 30 rows of results so far. Check the letter code. Oh, this one was AI before. That was named as AI. The table was named for me actually before. Sometimes you make simple mistake. Now submit that. Why am I expecting M? Oh, I was supposed to use M here. Oh, okay. Where I have to specify where I'm selecting this from the movies table. Same 30 rows. Oh, I know my mistake now. That's just a simple silly mistake there. So now make a table of the record of actors who play in a comedy and select only actor with ID 1. Make a table of the record of actors who play in a comedy for only actor with the ID. We say okay, we say the actors you can see in the movies table, but in the acting we have the actor ID here. I just say actor ID there. Select that and we use a where clause there, and actor ID is equal to 1. Ooh, that is empty. Definitely that is empty. So probably that actor ID didn't perform. So the actor ID should be coming from the acting. Definitely from the acting. I need to start completing my code. If I'm using aliases in my table, I need to make sure when I'm referencing any column from this table, I'm actually using the alias, the table reference, then the column reference also. Now we need to say exit. Now create a list of all actors who play in a comedy. Use the first letter of the table as an alias. The final one, create a list of all actors who play in comedy. So my where clause here will now be where acting. This table is returning empty record. For my results here, this table is returning empty record. You have to say where not exists empty record here. So create a list of all actors who play in a comedy. You have to say select star from actors. We have joined the movie, the acting, and the movies table together initially from here. We want a list of actors who play what? Who played in comedy. This result here is returning all actors. Let me run this list query first to be sure. So we select star, that's all record from acting, left join movies, so that where the genre is comedy and the hold up. What is this? What's the end clause here? From my initial, let me go back here. Actor ID, this is specifying the actor ID that returned an empty record. Because this actor ID didn't act in any comedy any comedy movie. Why? Then why are you asking me to do here? What are you asking me to combine here? This probably movies table. Okay, my journey clause asking what's common here. This is movie ID. Yeah, the movie ID. Definitely the movie ID here. Let me run this little query here. Let's see the result of that. Aha. So we are joining the acting table with the movies table, where the genre of the movie is comedy and the what? And the movie ID is the same. Now this is going to give me a list of all the what? All the actors that have acted in a what? In a comedy movie. You get that now? You can see the title of the movie. You can see the genre here is comedy. You can see the results here. They are all what? They are all comedy movie. We only have 30 records. You want to see the name of these actors, this actor ID here. So rather than returning the actor ID, we want the names of those what? Of those actors rather from here. So if I'm going to say select star from actors here, so in my where clause, I need to say where not exists. So if I say where not exists, I'm saying where the record there is not empty. Definitely that. I'm not convinced. Should I use not exist? Should I use exist or not exist? I'm definitely going to try the two first. That's just it. It's just something like trial and error. Try if you. So where exists? If I say where exists here, where exists, it is explained that what this record here should not be empty. If it's not empty, let's see that. Boom, we have their name. You can see their names there. So where exists is used. Let me see where not exists is used. So if I use where not exists, so the table here should be empty. That's when the table should be empty. Oh, making sense now. Let's submit that. Oh, I didn't use my alias as okay as a. Let's submit that. What? We're asking for the actor ID. Hold up. Why the actor ID? If I'm using the acting movie, what is common between the acting movie? The movie ID is there. The movie also. Movie ID. There's no movie ID here. It is saying I'm supposed to use the actor ID here. Hold up. Why the actor ID? There's no way I can join the movies table to the acting table except on the what? With the movie ID. There's no any actor ID in this movies table. Let's see that. That will give me an error. Exactly. Because m.actor_id does not exist. So definitely the movie ID. If I'm submitting this now, this is not accepting the queries. As we check the highlighted code, the checker is expected to find actor ID. Why actor ID here? Probably translating the actor ID from the asking table. Okay, let me see that. Let me use that first. But the trick is if I'm using actor ID, I'm supposed to be using actor ID here to join those two tables. I'm going to get an empty record there. I submit the record. You check the highlighted code. Checker is supposed to find A there. A where? Sometimes this thing takes longer than you expect. A where? Since also find oh here. I like this light method. A why A? Let's start. Okay, probably I'm joining this actor here. Hold on. If I check the acts in table, the actor table, we have the actor ID, right? Okay. Okay, hold up. Let me change that to A first. Let's on the code. See, perhaps you want to reference column AI.movie ID. I'm getting an error here because this inner query supposed to be referencing. The trick is that looking back at the slides, it's possible I reference this actor ID here for this query method here. Then the actor ID here. Movie ID, that should be actor ID. Oh, I'm supposed to enter the actor ID here. That's correct. I'm joining the actor ID, actors here to the movie's title. Oh, okay. I figured out my mistake already. Now let's run the code one more time. We are getting our results. Now the trick here is that I figured out my mistake. Even though I'm referencing it is an inner subquery, I could have easily referenced actor ID. I could have easily joined this actor table to this acting table, even though it is inside this inner subquery alone. I never thought about that before. I'm just noticing that right now. So where exists Celesta, even if I try to run this little query alone, it won't run. And definitely, I'm not expecting it to return a result because this table here, A, doesn't exist in my inner query yet, but it does exist outside there. But if I should run this simple query from here like this and return asking for movies, I'm also joining movies again. My record will not work. This query will not work also. It's worked. Hold up. We're on left join. Okay, left join movie ID. So on movie ID, okay. My joining clause is here already. Asking is already joined to the what? The movies table. With this on clause here. Movie ID and asking based on movie ID and movies. Well, the movie ID here. So I already have my results here from here that are all comedy. Now I want to return the name of the actors. Oh, definitely have to say an actor ID. Definitely not making sense. Where exists this actor ID here? So even based on this little subquery here, the result is 30. 30 rows of record for all actors who acted in the what? In a comedy movie. Now I want to get their name. The result will also be what? 30 names. So it's only 28 names. Probably some of the actors who acted. Why is it saying 28 names? I need to understand why. Probably this comedy movie. I'll figure out that later. But it was interesting to figure that out. That was cool. And that says that report the nationality and number of actors for each nationality. The nationality and the number of actors for each nationality. Let's see. So let's start with the nationality and the number of actors. Number of actors for each nationality. Let's see. The nationality that should be from the actors table. I see the nationality here. I'll just copy that. Oh, nationality is already selected here. Okay, it's not selected though. Nationality from actors are definitely counting, comma, count what? And I say return the nationality and number of actors for each nationality. And just says count star also there. Okay, count star. Count star from actors. Okay. You cannot say goodbye. So since we are 14, definitely goodbye will be here. Goodbye nationality. We should have our results there. As you can see, number of nationality for each actor. So this is we have okay, the highest nationality is from USA. We have more actors from USA in the movie. Let's submit that and see. Okay, I need to mention the table that is coming from. I just gotta get used to this when I'm using joins, left join, using alias. I just start getting used to referencing the table name and the column name now. Need to mention it here. Ooh. So the check the screen. Checker is expected to find a dot nationality. It is there now. Why am I not getting error? Why is this in a quotes? Why? So that was in quote unnecessarily. That was why. You found out that there is one actor in each. You find out that there is one actor each coming from South Africa, Canada, and Northern Ireland. 3 actors from Great Britain and 22 from USA who played in a comedy movie. So this is just for actors in a comedy movie. That's interesting. But I learned about this exists. I think there should be, but not exist again. The other existing that existed in this column. Probably sure. Ooh, we have just few more to go. Oh, we're almost like 44 minutes into the live stream. That's interesting. Queries with union and intersect. We didn't actually do an example of not exist. Let's do the last slide.
In this lesson, we will look at the functions union and intersect. Let us first review how the set operator union works.
Ooh. I think think that will be the end of the live stream today. I'm super exhausted already, and learning a new function takes time to comprehend. Alright, so thanks for staying to the end of the live stream. So if you found value in this live stream, do support the channel by giving this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and put on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever I go live or post a new content. And I'm working on producing new content for the channel, so you want to subscribe right now. Alright, do not forget to check out the freelance clients magnet course using the link in the YouTube description, and I'll see you in the freelancing community of Bengali. Alright, have a wonderful day and peace out.